70th Spa 24 Hours started on Saturday afternoon in bright, sunny conditions with fluffy clouds overhead and 65 cars on the grid from 13 manufacturers, 221 drivers, and the best of them away from the lights from the outside front row was René Rast in the number 2 Audi, beating Maxime Martin away. 7 Bentley starting from the pit lane. A lap in, number 1 was in for a penalty after scrutineering problems. Contact between the number 5 Mercedes and the 36 Falkenhorst BMW saw them both pitting, and a puncture for Matt Griffin's Ferrari early in the race put them on the back foot in their category. Close racing guaranteed throughout the 24 hours. Number 2 Audi was still in front of the pole-sitting Aston Martin. Early excursions costing some drivers a bit of time, and the AM class being led by the Garage 59 McLaren. Aston Martin number 62, the pole sitter, took the lead after the first hour, and then the first full course yellow of the weekend for the 89 Mercedes. That was out of action and cued a scramble for the pits, and once we went back to green with the Mercedes, the Aston Martin in front, Christopher Haas's Santalok Audi got knocked out of the way as everybody tried to avoid Michael Alession's spinning Ferrari. 62 Aston Martin stayed in the lead through the next round of pit stops, but there was trouble out of the pits for Ewan Mackey in the Oman Racing Aston, hitting the wall, exiting Les Combes on the outlap. That car also out of action, and the safety car back into action for the second time. 62 Aston, with a slower pit stop, lost the lead to the number 8 Bentley. And as the field went green again, there was trouble in the middle as the 63 car of Andrea Caldarelli rudely assaulted Ben Barnicoat's McLaren from behind. The McLaren making 2 stops to sort out the damage, a long stop for the Lamborghini and then a stop-and-go penalty for causing trouble, and that set their race onto the back burner. Number 8 Bentley stayed out in front as its sister car, number 7, which had started from the pit lane, moved up into the top 10. Trouble for one of the Lexi, a puncture and a spin for the Emil Frey Racing number 14 car. They stopped for fresh tyres, everybody else in for routine service as we stayed green. But after that set of pit stops, Stuart Leonard's Audi spat a wheel off on its outlap, and he ground to a halt with a long hill back to home in front of him that one-wheel drive would not get him through. Third safety car as he was craned away, the number 8 Bentley staying in front. Back to green. And the next moment of worry was for Mercedes driver Jules Simkowiak, whose car got on the curbs and nearly spat him off into the scenery. A real Code Brown moment for him. The Herbert Motorsport Porsche came in with mechanical problems, the small team leaping into action to keep it in the fray. And they weren't the only ones with problems. Bentley continuing to lead through the pit stops, and other cars shedding bits and pieces of bodywork and damaged tyres. Full course yellows to cover up the carnage. Under yellow, not everybody was able to keep themselves under control. The safety car remained out under the blood moon. And then, when we went back to green, there was contact between the 488 Ferrari and the number 58 Mercedes. 44 Stracker Mercedes into the pit lane. Rubens Barrichello bringing the car in with terminal damage. Number 7 Bentley working its way firmly up the order as the fans found themselves distracted by outside influences. Racing through the dark of the night, battle raged. 31 Parker Bentley coming back from early issues, now settling into a decent pace. 98 BMW into the pits and then out of the race with an alternator problem. Lance Motorsport in the hunt, so too the 75 Bernhardt Team Porsche, along with a slew of BMWs. Number 8 Bentley out of the lead. Drama with a broken left steering arm after contact with the 488 Ferrari. and they lost a couple of laps, 4 laps down by the time they rejoined. Fred Makovici and Manfred Winkelhock spending an entire stint battling for position. Winkelhock getting through Marcus, and then problems for Stefan Ortelli. A big accident at Eau Rouge, putting the 114 Lexus out of action. Ortelli is okay after that incident. Ombra Racing's Lamborghini battling for the lead of its class. And some people battling for a little more grip than they could find. Through the pit stops, 34 Falkenhorst BMW working its way up into the lead of the race. 666 Lamborghini getting tagged at La Source, then went off at Les Combes. 99 BMW and the delayed 5 Mercedes trying to catch back up with the lead battle. Bentley versus BMW versus Audi versus Mercedes. BMW's in the cool conditions, looking very strong, working their way firmly up the order. Trouble for 666 going off hard and bringing out a safety car at the top of Les Combes. After a long red flag period, the race was eventually restarted. As it did so though, on the outlap, the number 8 Bentley cut a tyre on debris and was forced back into the pit lane, losing still more time. After nearly 2 hours of delay, because of a big accident between the 666 Lamborghini and the 31 Bentley, we were back racing with a leader out front with a clear track in front of him for very nearly an hour. He kept pulling away. Lots of action behind in the battles for position. The 34 BMW basically in a track on its own. And now, most recent full course yellow for an incident between Audi number 2 and the number 90 car of Jules Simkowiak. He's got sore ankles but is okay. Barrier repairs underway. And day has finally taken over from night here at Spa. Looking set to be another long, hot day. For the teams, we still have very nearly 10.5 hours of racing to go. It's a little after 6 in the morning. Race doesn't finish until 4:30 in the afternoon. We're barely halfway through. Falkenhorst Motorsport lead from M Sport, the number 7 Bentley in second, having started from the pit lane. RJN's Nissan in third, WRT's number 2 Audi with a penalty perhaps hanging over his head in fourth. Santilok and Lant Motorsport 6th and 5th battling together. Then the number 4 Black Falcon Mercedes and 99 Rover Racing BMW. Rounding out the top 10, the 88 Bumblebee Mercedes and R Motorsports 76 Aston. Just outside the 10 is the number 117 Porsche, the best of the Porsches in the field, and then the SMP Racing Ferrari, and the field split with the current full course yellow. Temto Racing 66 car is next up, and then our class leaders in 18th place, the first of the Pro-Am cars, and that is the 333 Ferrari. And the second Pro-Am car now is Stracker Racing's 42 car, which managed to do its mandatory 5-minute brake change just before the full course yellow was thrown, so they may have quite a lot of time in hand, and their rivals in 540, the Black Swan car, third in the class, right with them. Our other class leaders in 25th position is the number 12 car, and that is the Ombra Racing Lamborghini that leads the all-silver category. There they are. And in 32nd place, car number 77, Patrick Kujula, currently at the wheel of the Barwell Lamborghini. That leads in the AM class. We still have one other class leader, which is in 52nd, one of the last running cars, and that is the 67 GDL Lamborghini Super Trofeo, currently being driven by the only female driver in the race, Sarah Bovey, and that is the car that leads the national category of entries. So behind them, drivers and cars with various different tales of woe. We have lost probably the better part of 10 cars out of our original entry now since the beginning at 4:30 yesterday afternoon. So out of action down towards the bottom, 98, 114 and 31. 70 is still going, 28 is no longer running, nor is the 44 car or 63, nor is the 17 Team WRT car. That's the one that spat a wheel off and never made it back to the pits under its own steam. And on the final page, the other cars that didn't make it through: 97 from a crash, 89 from a crash, and 26 that crashed very much earlier on in the race.